Truth Seekers, Carolyn Wisecup here, and I'm going to be playing a solo mode game for you all. However, I'm going to be using the new Red Letter Day pre-release. So in my last video, I actually used the Treshelle deck, so I'm going to replace that one. And now we're going to try solo mode with Percy. So let's see how this one ends up. So in my last video, I actually lost. I just did not have all the cards that I needed to. So that's okay. Sometimes that happens in life. We keep going. So I am now going to be removing all the Cinnies from my deck as per solo mode's rules. Bloop. All right, and giving this a good shuffle. I'll do that in a second. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why do we have 8? That's not supposed to be 8 in this deck. I feel like some of these were actually part of the Treshelle deck. Anyway, I will figure that out in a moment. We actually ended up playing with some family members over the weekend. We played a 3-person variant. And it was a lot of fun, but because none of our cards were sleeved, some of them got a little bum-fuzzled around, but that's okay. We will figure that out later. So I'm just going to do a quick shuffle here because we were actually showing off what all the cards did, so we put them all in order. So give them a good shuffle to give me proper balance here. And pull these in here. Shuffle these a little bit. Pop these back. Get over here. I dislike having cards that are unsleeved, but also if we sleeve them, they will not fit in the really pretty Red Letter Day box anymore. So we are keeping them unsleeved for the time being. They will be sleeved eventually, though. All right, so I have got my stuff set up here. So now I get to choose which Truth Seeker I'm actually going to play with. So let's see here. We have beautiful Alex. She's gorgeous. I love her character design. And she says, as long as your total score is less than 30 virtue points, you may have 5 Animo in your small group at a time. And she provides a universal power. Or we have Levi, named after our son. Hint, hint. And you get to place up to 2 power cards from your hand in your power pool per turn. So, gosh. They're both really strong, honestly. But I think I'm going to go ahead and use Bishop. Hush, there's no one at the door. I'm going to go ahead and use Levi. Hush. Lay down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to go ahead and start off here. All right, so we have a level 1 Trusty. We have a level 1 Socrow. When this card is played from your hand into your small group, I get to draw a card. Bloop. Aw, Sea Curl's so cute. Okay, I'm going to lay down Sea Curl. Doodaloo. Ooh. All right. I'm going to put this equipment card onto my Socrow here because this actually changes any attached return hope cost to just a regular hope cost, which is always awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So now he just costs 2. And then... okay. Let's see. I'm going to play the Rich Fool, which allows me to draw the bottom 3 cards in my deck. 2, 3. He's pretty cool. Hey, hey, hey. Okay. So, I have not placed any power down this turn, and I actually get to place up to 2. So, I'm actually going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to play my Faith and my Hope here. Ooh. Ooh, and I can't play this one guy yet, but he's going to be great. So, I'm going to hold on to him. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play 2 to play my Socrow, and I'm going to play 1 for my Sea Curl and go ahead and start off with a whopping 9 points. All right, so now the end of my turn has happened, so now I'm going to reveal the first card of the solo mode deck. Roll the dice twice and advance on the hardened heart track accordingly. 4 and 6 all together. I'm going to set that up there. Renew my power here. And go ahead and draw and begin my turn. 1, 2, 3. Very nice. Very, very nice. Well, alrighty then. Okay, so I'm gonna lay down my Socro. I'm gonna lay down my Spark Cube. I'm going to... I'm going to go ahead and use my hidden treasure, and I'm going to go ahead and put my gold at the bottom of my deck. And I get to draw 3 cards. Hey, hey, hey. So I've not actually laid down any power this turn, so I'm going to go ahead and do that again. Bloop. And I'm going to go ahead and lay Percy level 1 down. And so Percy says that when this card is played from your hand into your small group, you may look at the top 5 cards of your deck, take one, and return the rest in any order. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Doodaloo. Okay. So I'm going to pull the Runaway. Not that I can use it this turn, but I like him. And I'm going to do that. So I'm going to use him next turn. So, oof. All right. Let's see. I'm going to pay 2 for Percy. I'm going to pay... I'm going to pay 2 for Trusty and go ahead and get 10 points. And now it'll be this turn. So roll the dice and advance on the hardened heart track accordingly. That's going to be a 1. Bloop. Now it is my turn again. 1, 2, and a 3. Woo! Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and lay down Percy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, I get to look at them. I get to pull one and put it in my hand and put the rest back in any order. All right, so that's how I'm going to do that. Okay. So I'm going to lay Aurora down. And Aurora says if this card is in your small group, it provides 1 hope power during your score phase. This card may not be activated in the turn that its ability is used. And I have not used a thing here, so that is fine. I'm going to go ahead and use the Runaway. So I get to come back here and select any Animo and return it to my hand. Oop. From my discard pile. I'm going to grab my Percy here. Discard this guy. All right. Okay. I'm going to hold on to these. Doop, doop. All right. I'm going to go ahead and pay 2 for Percy. And I'm going to pay 2 to play my Socro. So these get to go back. And they get shuffled back. I used my Aurora as one of my powers, so it's the one that gets shuffled back. Oop, throwing cards. for a total of 11 points, which is going to put me directly at 30. Boop. Sweet. Already doing much better this turn. Reveal a Cine. Who do we have? We have Pogo, which is an eye for an eye. When this Cine is revealed, both you and your opponent must discard the top card of your deck. Bloop. Okay. Alrighty. Dunk. So he is an 11. And I draw one card. Boop. Aw, me. That's okay. So. Okay. Okay. We're going to lay down Percy. Draw the top 5. Look at them. Grab one and put the rest back in any order. Okay. That's how we gonna do that. Awesome. Okay. I'm gonna put down this flamingo. Grow my flamingo. And I'm going to use the runaway for this turn. Go grab my trusty. Put that down. And I'm gonna use my trusty and grow my trusty. Now, he says, for any trusty that is in my discard pile, I get to remove 1 cost from this animal. So, now trusty cost 2, which is awesome. So, I'm gonna hold on to this one. And I'm going to pay 1, 2 for flamingo and put this one back in my deck. I'll shuffle that in a second. Pay 2 for my trusty for a total of 22 points, which gets me 11 points. Oop. If I can keep all my cards straight here. Okay. So that puts me at 41. I'm doing way better this time. But I'm also not facing as many Cines as I did last game with the Treshell deck. So, okay. We're going to go here, reveal a Cine, and roll 1 dice. So, we have a Fear Crow. Choose one animal from your opponent's small group, shuffle it, and all its growth stages back into my deck. So, I'm going to go ahead and do this since it is played on me. I am the opponent. So, I'm going to go ahead and do this to be fair. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle Spark Cube back. Okay. Stack those a little better. All right. Now it is my turn, so I'm going to draw my 4 cards here. Renew my power. Woo! All right. So I'm going to lay down my Hope. I'm going to lay down an Aurora here. Lay down a Spark Cube. And I'm going to play the Rich Fool, which allows me to draw the bottom 3. Boink. What do we got? Nice. Nice. Okay. We have a flamingo. Ooh, we have a Socro level 2. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to play any of those right now. That is fine. But what we're going to do here is I'm going to pay 1 and a 1 to play Percy. Oop. And I'm going to pay 3 to play Flamingo for 9, which does not defeat my Fear Crow, but that's okay. My opponent's turn, so I have to attach this to my Cine. So now it is now a 15, which stinks. But that's okay. My turn again. So I have 3. I draw 2. Very nice. Renew my power. Boop, boop, doop, doop. Doop. Okay. Lay down a flamingo. Okay. I'm going to play the Hidden Treasure, and I'm actually going to put back my equipment card. So I'm going to put this one on the bottom of my deck, and I'm going to draw 3 cards. Okay, wasn't overly helpful, but that's okay. So I've not played any power, so I'm going to go ahead and lay that down, which is nice. I'm going to go ahead and lay down my Aurora here. All right, so that's okay. We got this. That is fine. Okay. We're going to use a 1, 2, and a 3 for Flamingo. We're going to use a 1 for Spark Cube. And that's going to put us... ouch. Ow. Getting 17 against our lovely little 15, which gets us 2 points. Defeating our second Cine. And moving on to solo mode, reveal a Cine. Ooh, we have Wolf. Wolf says, if this card is in your hand, you may reveal it to your opponent, shuffle it back into your deck, and draw another card. But because of solo mode, I'm not going to use that ability because there's no hand or anything to draw, that sort of thing. So, we're going to renew our power here. Bishop, quit messing with the cat. And I'm going to draw 2. Oh, man. Okay. Let's see here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and discard this Socro here. I'm going to play Herald Ash. It says I may select a story card from our discard pile and shuffle it back into the deck. So I'm going to shuffle back the Rich Fool. Alrighty. Doink. Alright. So I have 3 cards in hand. I should probably get rid of this one. So I have these 2. I'm going to hold on to these 2. Okay. I'm going to pay a 1, 2, and a 3 for my Herald Ash. And I'm going to pay 1 for my Aurora. Boom! Meaning I get 2 points. And I've defeated my third Cine. I'm going to reveal a card. Ooh. So I have to attach it. You may not play any story or equipment cards on your next turn. Anxiator. You're killing me, Anxiator. Bishop, lay down. Okay. So I'm going to draw 3. 1, and a 2, and a 3. You're killing me. Okay, that's fine. We're going to lay down an Aurora. And I have a bunch of level 2s here. So, I'm going to hold on to this guy. Rude. Okay. I'm going to discard my Socro here. I'm going to hold on to those 2. I'm going to pay 2 for my 2 Auroras. It is not enough, but that is okay. Reveal this. I get to reveal a Cine if able and roll a die. I cannot reveal a Cine, so I'm just going to roll the dice. It is a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Puts us at 12 on our Heart and Heart track. And we're going to go and draw 2 cards here. Really? Man. Okay, so I'm going to place my Socro and draw a card. So, since Anxiator was only for the 1 turn, I can play story and equipment cards now. That is okay. So I am going to go ahead and put my gold onto my Socro. I'm going to go ahead and play the Rich Fool, which draws me the bottom 3 cards. 2, 3. Let's see if I lucked out. Not really. So I'm first going to get rid of my hindrance card because I don't want to play any hindrance on myself, but but I am allowed to play these 2 power cards. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Alright, so these are level 2s, but I don't want to play them right now because I can't. Okay. So, boop, boop. We're gonna play a Socro. Still not enough to get us there. Oops. Because we still need 2 more points. So, roll the dice accordingly. Roll twice if you're currently facing a Cine. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And a 4. And we go back to draw phase. Okay. We're going to draw 1 and a 2. Yes. Okay. So we're going to discard this one because we don't need it right now. We're going to play Percy. We get to draw the top 5 cards of our deck, which happen to be the last cards in our deck. So, I get to pull 1 card. Ooh. So let's see here. I'm going to pull Spark Cube, put it in my hand, and put the rest back in any order. Bloop. Play my Spark Cube. Alright. Play my bigger Spark Cube. Put my frankincense on it. Okay. Alright. We're going to pay a 1 to get 7 points. That puts us at 5 points to beat. 1, 2, 5. Okay. And we have defeated our Anxiator. Our big old Anxiator. We have defeated 4 Cines. See this last card here? We're going to reveal a Cine. Ooh, Grumprost. As long as the Cine remains active, your opponent may have no more than 3 Animo in their small group at a time. If you have more than 3 Animo in your opponent's small group when this card's revealed, they must discard down to 3. Rude. Okay, that is fine. So, this is my last turn, because when you deck out, it is the end of game. And I have just enough cards to draw up to my 5. I have now decked out of my solo mode. So let's see what we can do. Alright. Trusty, level 1. Trusty, level 2. Percy, level 2. Herald Ash. Nope. I'm actually going to do Sea Curlins. No, well, should I? Hang on. Nope. I'm going to do Herald Ash. Okay. Because I only have 3. Now, Trusty's ability says, for each Trusty in your discard pile, you may remove 1 cost to activate this animal. So let's go double check. I have 1, 2, and 3. So Trusty is now officially free. Okay, so we're going to play our Trusty. We are going to pay 1, 2, and a 3 for our Percy. And we're going to pay 3 for our Herald Ash. We only needed 10 points to win. And we have, let's see, we have 28 minus 9, which would be 17. We have officially won our game on the last. That's how it's done, guys. So Percy officially beat solo mode, whereas Treshelle did not when I played it a few minutes ago. That is okay. These are still just starter decks. Again, the idea is to play around with the starter decks. Add, subtract, change. And that's the idea. I mean, we want to have more fun with this, so you can change it up. You can play differently every time. But solo mode is a great way to test out your starter decks, to see what you want to add, what you want to subtract, what you want to change. Because in this case, I wouldn't have any, hindrance cards just playing against solo mode. I would have more Animo versus story cards or equipment cards. And again, these are only 54 card decks. And so you're going to want to have a lot more extra stuff in there. I usually prefer having more Animo than anything else. You can make your decks any way that you want to. But that is a sneak peek of Red Letter Day versus solo mode. All right, Truth Seekers, keep defeating Sinnies and finding virtues.